Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to McNeil Entertainment here. I just want to say one thing, and that, well, I came across a YouTube video, and I'm actually quite ashamed of myself. And I mean quite ashamed with myself. I don't even know how I let myself go. And I mean this sincerely and genuinely. I cannot fake this. I know I've said that I am cutting lose weight or die trying, or something like that, like lose weight or die. But this video is helping with what I'm calling lose weight or die. Basically, me where I try to lose weight. And as you can see from the title, uh, from down there, sorry about that. I really do not like how the webcam mirrors everything I do. So if I'm going to be what I believe to be pointing to the right with my left hand, it would be in. Oh, yeah, that would be that. But if I'm pointing to it with my right hand, it's going to look in the opposite way. But, yeah, we're going to be watching this video, and I've already pre watched it, but we're going to be watching it together. So that way I can add some insight. And yeah, here we go. Oh, and this is on the Brave browser.
What happens when a 160-pound bodybuilder swaps diets with a former 660-pound streamer?
I'll be eating the diet that made him his heaviest, and he'll be...
Streamer. I'm actually wanting to know the name of his streaming uh, platform. Well, the name of his account and where he streams from. But that's beside the point.
be eating the diet that got me to my most shredded. Can we survive each other's biggest struggles?
I don't think this is going to do it for me.
And who will break first?
I don't know if I can eat more. But first we need to take our weights to see how much we lose and gain. My starting weight, 171.6. Ethan's starting weight, 442.2. Ready to eat?
Absolutely.
Starting with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Ethan, are you excited?
I don't know what I'm looking at here, man.
Well, I'll tell you what you're looking at. You got a nice bodybuilding friendly scramble, 250 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some tomatoes, some green onions, and on top, feeling a little bit...
I'm not gonna lie though, that actually does look pretty good. I do not know, truthfully, I do not know what egg whites are. All I see is the egg. But moving forward,
fancy. You got some black sesame seeds, my friend. It's only 299 calories and 40 grams of protein.
Wow.
But I need to know, what is in this bowl? What is this amalgamation?
Oh, this is the breakfast of champions.
That's what we're calling this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 2 black bean burgers.
Wait, let me pause you there. Black bean burger in a breakfast scramble?
Yeah, dude. It's like a hash brown with a little more taste.
All right, sorry to interrupt.
3 apple Gouda brats, 5 scrambled eggs, and a mound of cheese.
And this is 1,800 calories, 142 grams of protein.
Yes,
You're getting your protein in with 199 grams of fat.
109.
119. My 119 grams of fat. The crazy part about this, they're the same amount of volume, and it's 6 times the amount of calories.
It's so weird, like, seeing this meal put together for the first time in so long.
That just goes to show you how far you've come.
I should mention, this is Ethan Bernard. He used to weigh a staggering 660 pounds. But in just 15 months, he's turned his life around and is now down over 200 pounds. But to get up to 660, he had to eat a ridiculous amount of calories every day. Something I'm not sure I can do.
I'm starting to feel this shit heavy.
calories. It's actually about calories, and while we're on this, I am going to be adding that to watch cart, the Aldi Weight Loss Grocery Haul Challenge, because I actually do plan on looking at that later. I'm not looking at that one, but overall, the diets that I've tried before in the past were keto, calorie. Briefly, I've tried vegetarian, but I just truthfully could not give up the meat. Um, let's see, I've tried keto, calorie counting. I've tried a vegetarian like diet. I've tried a mixed diet where I combined everything that I love from each diet. I even tried a fasting diet. And yeah, the point where I basically was at a 12 to 1300 calorie diet at one point, especially a 1000 calorie diet. And under that, I'm going to have to start getting back into a 1200 calorie or less diet, especially with proper portions. So, yeah, let's continue.
Heavy in the stomach right now. You know when you feel it just kind of slide slowly down your stomach?
Don't worry, this has enough fat to lubricate it up.
But I knew I had way bigger meals ahead of me, so I continued to push through.
David Goggins' 1800 calorie breakfast.
18, big son. Yeah, and 19, big son. Yeah. Who's gonna carry the boat?
So what's your current breakfast right now? Like what would be a typical morning?
Lately, I've been trying to drink a protein shake when I get up, 30 grams of protein without having to think about it. I utilize fasting a lot to lose weight. For the first year of losing weight, I ate in a 4-hour eating period.
And why were you doing that?
I was told that, with the fat burning, go that long without eating, you burn more calories or whatever, that's what I was buying. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was buying too. And apparently, it is all nonsense. Oh, that's water in a apple juice container.
If that's true or not.
It's not. That's the whole thing with misinformation.
Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there. To the point where I can't even trust what's true and what's fiction with a lot of other diets. So it's really hard to know because even in the medical professions, they even disagree a lot. Because no, there's a lot of doctors that can't even agree on diets. I had a dietitian. Let's see here. What year is it? 2026. Let's see here. We're looking. Yeah, about 7 years ago, I had a dietitian that I briefly had to no longer see because she was a vegetarian. When I asked her about whether I could have ground beef burgers, chicken patty burgers, or any of the ground meat type of burgers without the bread, but with a little bit of cheese, they would always say no, no. So I actually had to drop her, but moving forward.
What it comes down to, being in a calorie deficit.
I'm glad to hear Ethan already asking questions, because I don't only want to tackle his old diet, I want to leave him with some tips that can make this easier for him in the long run. But as we started seeing the bottom of our bowls,
I don't know how much you usually clean your plate, but I'm getting pretty dang close here.
I said something I might regret later.
Last bite.
Famous
I
last
got the rest of
words.
this day, no problem. I'm highly debated. I don't know if I can eat more. And now it is on to the pre-workout meal, or for Ethan, it was just lunch, right?
Yeah, there wasn't any working out going on.
So what are we making here?
We're making the ultimate nachos.
Let's see
Oh,
how to make them.
We're literally just gonna dump an entire bag of Doritos.
An entire bag.
It would either be an entire normal size bag, or I would buy a family size bag and split it.
You were using reason. You would only do.
I just want to add for a side note. I have never made nachos like this where I just dump the entire thing like that and then add cheese. I would just eat right out of the bag until the bag was empty. Because I'm a family sized individual. I'm sorry. And I'm actually quite ashamed of that. I mean, I really am.
You have the
I
family
would
size
only eat
bag.
half of the family size bag.
Right.
And then we're going to dump an entire bag of Mexican cheese right on top.
Entire bag of Doritos, entire bag of Mexican.
Yeah, it's simple. You don't have to measure anything.
Yeah, no measuring allowed.
Knowing what I know now and looking back on some of these meals, you can imagine how much water.
Well,
my father
let's
was
look at the
holding
bag of
on to.
Doritos. 170 milligrams of sodium times 9
9.
servings. So you're looking at about like 1,500 milligrams of sodium. The cheese, oh yeah, dude, you're looking at like 4,000 milligrams of sodium right there. Now it's time for you to insert. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Right on it.
And while the cheese gets ooey gooey, it gave me enough time to prepare the meal that I really wish I was eating right now. Because when the nachos were done, there was only one thing I could say.
These look insane.
And they're not even done yet. I don't think you have enough sodium on that tray, dude. You gotta add some hot sauce on top.
Of course, you have to add some hot sauce on top. They're not
Hot sauce, that is the one thing I can actually recommend, and that some doctors will actually say is beneficial to weight loss.
nachos. Let's go crazy. Sodium on top of your sodium. I got some hot sauce on this bowl right here for you. This is my famous, what I call the Preington. 1 entire head of romaine lettuce, 2 servings of G. Hughes sugar-free Polynesian sauce. We have 150 grams of white jasmine rice, 93.7 grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, and like I said, some Texas Pete right over the top. Do you think it's time to taste test? Oh, I got.
It's just turned into an amalgamation.
That's nostalgic.
Yeah.
I probably haven't had a nacho cheese Dorito, not kidding, 10 years.
It's been a while for me too, actually.
You've been killing
It's so crazy. I used to literally make that as like a late night snack. It wasn't even like a dinner.
2,100 calories and 145 grams of fat.
Yeah.
In this meal, we got mainly protein and carbs, because for your pre-workout meal, you want it lower fat.
I'm not gonna lie though, that of what, I already forgot his name. But what he's eating, that looks way more delicious than that. If I was high as a kite on cannabis, speaking of which, I am quitting cannabis because the one thing I've actually known, well, is it messes with my eyesight to the point where I can barely even read anything. But at the same time, it gives me the munchies from hell. And with someone that's trying to lose weight, I am not doing cannabis anymore, meaning I'm not even doing the gummies.
Fat, you want higher carb amount to really fuel your workout, and then also have some protein in there so that we're getting our protein in. You got the perfect pre-workout meal in front of you, sir. I'm curious to see how this does as a pre-workout meal, but I think we better start digging in.
And although I had my work cut out for me,
An entire bag of Doritos.
so did Ethan because his bowl was going to take a while to eat as well.
Yeah, you're speaking my language with the romaine. I use lettuce for volume a lot in cooking now that I'm trying to stay in that deficit.
Yeah.
And as we were crushing our meals, I wanted to dig a little deeper into what got Ethan to his heaviest.
So, question for you. Did you ever get full eating meals like this?
I don't think I ever really knew how to gauge.
I know exactly where he's going with this. That exact question that he just asked. No. Well, yes and no. At my current heaviest, which basically for the past year or almost 3, my appetite has changed dramatically. And I mean dramatically to the point where I'm now getting full quicker. My plates in a all-you-can-eat buffet. Trying to find the perfect thing I could use as a perfect, you know, hold on a second. I got a perfect example here of a plate. This, Nintendo Switch dock. Let's pretend this is the plate. My plates, I used to stack them as wide as I could, as high as I could. Oh yeah, we're talking like a foot and a half tall of food. I'm not even joking. Anybody that has actually been to a buffet with me before 2022, they would actually be able to witness uh, what I now call terrifyingly amount of food. I've even had people that didn't even know me in the buffet where their faces were like, "Oh my goodness. What where are you going to put all that?" My nickname that I called myself for the longest time was the bottomless pit. I am no longer the bottomless pit. Now, let's just say if I'm making mac and cheese, I can only eat like a single serving of it. If I'm making, well, let's just say nachos, a small plate. Well, small plate ish. Because small plates do come in various sizes. So, in terms of small, I'm going to use medium. Because some medium plates are small. When I mean medium, I mean it's medium like a one of those 8-inch pizzas. You know, those personal pans where, yeah, only one of those could fill me up. Um, I used to be able to eat like an entire thing of Oreos in one sitting. Now, it takes me multiple sittings just to go through Oreos. But I can't tell you the last time I had an Oreo because I don't even remember. I truthfully cannot. But moving forward,
Physical hunger. It would take a big meal, like the breakfast that we had earlier, for me to feel any resemblance of like being full.
Like satiety, like, oh wow, I don't need to eat more.
Yeah.
So would you say that's some sort of like addiction to
Oh,
food?
for sure.
Like just
Absolutely.
you can't get enough.
Yeah, I mean, I was 200 pounds by the time I was 9.
No.
I was 200 pounds. Within the 200-pound range. Uh, by the time I was like 8 or 9 years old. During elementary school, junior high, and high school. Well, starting at elementary school, at sixth grade, I was 250 pounds. Junior high, I actually had no idea, but high school, if I remember correctly, I was at like 300, uh, anywhere between 290 and 320 pounds. When I graduated high school, give or take, I had a friend that actually measured me out one time with these fabric like measuring ruler thingies, measuring tapes. That's what they're called. At the time, I was 5 foot 8 inches all the way around. But if we're looking for the nearest foot, I was basically 6 feet in a. Oh, I'm not a math geek, but if it's like all the way around, would that be a diameter or a circumference? But either way, all the way around, I was basically 6 feet all the way around. And the clothes I wore all throughout school, I was at 2 extra large, 2XL. After I graduated, that's when I went from 3, then 4, 5, and finally 6 extra large. They don't even sell my clothes in stores at all. You have to get them all, like, I have to buy them all online. And then the price is like outrageous. I miss being able to fit into a size 48 pants, like for jeans, size 48 jeans. I miss being able to wear sweatpants that were 2 extra large. Um, I used to be a cart attendant for Target. I used to work a lot of jobs where it was physical, physical, physical. But the time in my life where I started gaining weight is when I got a sedentary job. And sedentary is not good. But I still try to find ways to be active, even around the unit for like maybe half an hour, even at most 10, 15 minutes. But moving forward. Oh, and last thing before moving forward, it was not my parents' fault. It wasn't failed parenting. They tried their hardest, but I just wasn't willing at the time, and I'm actually very ashamed of it. And I want to let you know that you can be upset and ashamed without shedding a tear. And that's what I am right now. Oh, and at the YMCA, I'm not even sure if they still do this program, but it was Trim Kids. We did that for like quite a few grades up until the end of the program for some reason. Tried putting me like going on walks and stuff. Tried having me eat what they ate, but I was basically not even eating it. I would prefer like chicken nuggets, chicken strips, stuff like that. Um, and I just really can't believe it. I also used to drink Pepsi a lot, and these days Pepsi is a laxative for me. I don't drink Pepsi at all anymore. Matter of fact, if I do have sodas, it's like a couple times a week to not at all. It's like the taste for soda is like not even there anymore. But yeah.
Oh,
It's safe to say like the food addiction was just something.
so it's always been there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you remember a time where food wasn't your biggest like thought?
I think it's gotten worse.
Really?
Yeah. When I was a kid, you don't have the same focus. So like I wasn't really thinking about food at all. I was just eating because I liked eating and I
Yep.
was bored.
Yep.
Right? But as it developed, I find myself, especially now that I'm conscious of it, constantly thinking about it.
Me too.
Yeah.
And like you're like, oh, there's this guy that's in such good shape online. Like he can't possibly thinking about food. I'm thinking about
Yeah, I want to be like him and many other people that are skinny. I don't want to be big. I truthfully don't.
food all day long because it's like that. Like I said, I haven't had a nacho cheese Dorito in that long. We all struggle with our own battles, right? Anyway, how's your meal?
Yeah, this is really
It's
good.
balanced, right?
The sugar-free sauces are really interesting though. How are you doing over there? Taking away?
Good.
And although I was feeling good right now, I had already been eating for 10 minutes, and
I haven't even made a dent.
the worst part was, each bite started getting harder and harder to eat.
How do I still only have a third of my meal left? How is this possible?
Yeah, you're about halfway through.
The flavor fatigue started hitting hard,
Everything tastes the same. Like flavor-wise, I would not want to take another bite.
and it made me not just worried, but scared for what was to come.
My stomach hurts. Like actually, like this is the first time in a very long time my stomach hurts.
If this was how the rest of the day would look, there was no way I could finish. And I knew the scale would say a ridiculous number tomorrow morning.
But I'm doing this for you guys. Click the subscribe button. Like 80% of you that watch this video are not subscribed.
And before I call it quits, I wanted to get Ethan's blessing.
This is about good.
Absolutely.
Pre-workout meal, guys.
The final
The
crumb.
final crumb with these cheesy ass fingers. You just put me through torture. I think I'm about to do the same thing to you.
Can you take it easy on me?
I think you're gonna need this pre-workout. Let's go.
And I wasn't kidding. I pushed Ethan from the very start.
Yeah, give me one more. Give me one more. That's all you.
Because I wanted to leave him with a memory of what he was actually capable of.
It's not my usual workouts, that's for sure.
And of course, the true experience of being on a bodybuilding prep. And we continued to train hard, each for different reasons. I knew what I ate earlier wasn't going to make me feel great at the gym. But if I didn't train, there was no way I could finish my meals later. Which is why...
I'm just going for calorie burn today, man. As much movement on my body as possible.
But as we neared the end of the workout, I wasn't too sure if I had pushed him too hard. But then Ethan said,
I feel like this is the level of fatigue I should feel every time I go to the gym.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you ain't pushing yourself like this, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know what I?
Oh, I miss going to the gym. I truthfully do. If I went to the gym now, they won't even let me sign up. Because they would need to have like a doctor's note saying that I could lose weight. But at the same time, I can't even afford to go to the gym. Like the gym rates are like so outrageous. I know they gotta pay the employees, they gotta pay to keep the gym clean, they gotta pay to keep the equipment working, they gotta all that other keep and costs that none of us seem to even think about. But yeah, I miss going on the treadmill. I miss having the option of doing all those weights. Same with the other machines.
I say the only person you're cheating is yourself. Ain't nobody else care that you in here. I can't slap the calories out from your hand 2,000 miles away.
Yeah.
You can stop it. I can't.
And after just a few more hard sets in the workout, I realized it was time for my torture again.
You ready to eat more food?
I'm hungry.
Let's do it. And funny enough, our dinners are both chicken and rice. But don't worry, there is a large calorie discrepancy here. Ethan, where does that come from? Tell me what's in this.
3 cups of cooked rice
Three. Okay.
and between 14 and 16 ounces of cooked chicken thigh.
I'm no stranger to a pound of meat, but that is a lot to eat, brother. I will tell you what. And then what do we have over top?
Just some liquid aminos.
And this is how many calories?
I think it's about 1,500.
Okay, well, little difference here. My chicken and rice, we got a nice bed of that garden salad, sugar-free sweet chili sauce, 120 grams of white jasmine rice, 130 grams of chicken breast, because we're keeping it lean and mean. And then over the top, we got some chipotle Tabasco. I actually have a special ingredient. You get a guac cup with this for some nice healthy fats that you can put on the side right there. 483 calories and 40 something grams of protein. I've realized I ain't eating a single veggie today, but it's okay. We'll go with this.
Vegetables definitely weren't a priority back then for me.
Priority, or did they not exist?
They might not have existed.
Pink.
The flavor's good, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
You can eat in a calorie deficit and still have good flavor.
Absolutely.
You just gotta know what you're doing.
Apparently, you gotta use sugar-free sauces.
You need these sugar-free sauces in here.
Yeah.
And while Ethan was actually enjoying his meal, for the first time today, I thought,
There's not enough flavor in it.
No?
No.
Oftentimes, my mom would make a big batch of brown rice, and we would make like 2 packs of chicken thighs in the oven. So me, not really having like any sort of sense of portion, I would just load it up. I guess for me, it's simple enough. I enjoy just that flavor.
Oh, I enjoy it.
It could definitely be improved upon.
Correct.
this meal goes to show you that you can be eating healthy food, but if you're eating too much, you'll still gain weight. Which made me curious what Ethan's biggest struggle has been on his journey so far.
What's been the hardest thing about this deficit, food-wise, like taste-wise for you?
Snacks.
I'm just going in the pantry, getting whatever you want.
Because, dude, like, there's not a lot of great low-calorie snacks. Chips are never going to be low-calorie. That's not existing, right? Some protein chips that for a taco night do give you a little bit of sanity, but they're not low-calorie. You still have to budget for them. The quantity of snacks I used to eat would take up an entire day of eating for me now. That's where the cravings hit the hardest. It's like at night when I'm out of calories, when I'm used to just snacking on whatever the hell I want, and then anything I do puts me
Way over.
off track for the day.
And as we talked about snacks, it reminded me to tell Ethan,
This is your last carbs for the day, by the way. So,
Wow.
savor it. All the carbs right around the workout window. You got 120 grams of rice in there. You got a little bit of healthy fat from the guac just to slow down the digestion a little bit, because when I'm on prep, I want to feel a little bit fuller for a little bit longer, and then just as much lettuce as I could house without bringing the calories up.
So to add on to that, you said these were the last carbs for the day. I know you weren't in fat loss by any means, like you were prepping.
That's fat loss.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, prepping is trying to get as shredded as possible.
Okay, so is there actually a fat loss benefit to cutting out carbs in the evening?
It literally just comes down to calories. The reason why my carbs were meal 2 and 3 is because that was around my workout. I'm using the carbs for my workout, and then I'm replenishing my carbs right after the workout. That is the only reason why the carbs are centered around that. If I was training near my last meal of the day, it would be meal 4 and 5.
A lot of people have been like, oh, you shouldn't be eating carbs at night.
No, as long as you're within your calories for the day, don't matter.
and when we scraped up our last little bites of chicken,
We're getting down to the wire here, both of us.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe I'm saying this. Another 1,500 calorie meal is down the hatch.
but by this point in the day, Ethan typically didn't feel like cooking anymore. So I packed up my meal prep for him to eat, and we headed off to his favorite fast food restaurant.
This is the spot.
You like Wendy's?
Oh,
Wendy's
yeah.
nuts pitter patter on your chin.
My favorite fast food would actually have been. Uh, I'm not actually being truthful with this. Hardee's. Second favorite, McDonald's. But in terms of fast food, but not fast food at the same time, Domino's. When I had my heart attack about 8 years ago, a year before it, well, all the way leading up to that, I was having three large three topping pizzas from Domino's every day. Most of my money was going towards pizza. And I made that Domino's a lot of money. Do I remember how much I spent back then? No, I do not. Do I care to? No. Do I still do that? No. Because I've already had one. I'm not going to have another one anytime soon. Because I've been trying, at the same time, trying to watch what I'm eating, being careful about the portions that I do consume. But yeah.
Let's get inside.
What can I get for you guys?
He's ordering for me.
We're gonna do a large number 8 combo.
And that reaction was before I knew the rest of his order or what was about to come later.
Oh my goodness, Ethan. This is a monstrosity. How many calories is this?
I have no idea, man.
Do you want to find out?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Macro Factor is going to tell me real fast. Tell me what is exactly in this meal.
Starting out with an Asiago Ranch chicken club,
Boom.
a spicy chicken sandwich,
Spicy chicken sandwich,
10-piece spicy nugget,
10 chicken nuggets,
and a
Where's
large
the
fry.
fries. Which brings the total to 2,023 calories, 88 grams of protein, 108 grams of fat, and 173 grams of carbs, which, congratulations, is more than you're eating the entire day. But I logged all of that in Macro Factor in under 1 minute, and they said they give you a complimentary membership whenever you want to track anything like this or anything out and about. Best news is you can get a 2-week free trial when you sign up using code Casey or the link down in the description box below. Thanks Macro Factor for sponsoring this portion of today's video, but I gotta make some quick work of this because there's a lot of food in front of me. But for you, Mr. Ethan, welcome to Bodybuilding Prep, because it doesn't matter where you're going, you gotta bring a meal prep container anywhere you go. Look what I got for you. 130 grams of crispy flank steak and 85 grams of Brussels sprouts. But get this is the time of night.
Okay, the part I'm not getting about this is he has got to know the people in there. He's got to know the manager. And I'm talking about both these dudes. These dudes, they have got to know the managers, the employees, because there's no way they'd be able to actually film inside of there. There's no way that they'd be able to bring outside food into this establishment. But yeah.
Night where I give you Diet Bark root beer.
I hate root beer.
No, you hate root beer?
Yeah. No, listen, bro. A diet.
And
soda,
hey, anything right now, right? Anything
Yep,
right now is
pretty
pretty
much.
good. You hate
Pretty
diet
much.
root beer?
I mean, I don't care if it's diet or not. I'm just not a root beer guy.
Why did they give me so many fries? That's what I need to know. This is not a large fry. This is an extra large fry. They said, that boy over here, he needs to put on some weight. We gonna give him a real large
That's a
fry.
large. This looks a little dry compared to the past meals. Was that by design?
Your boy forgot some sauce.
Okay.
But this is a meal where, like, I don't want sauce on my steak.
Based off of first impressions, I don't think this is gonna do it for me, but I'm not opposed to trying it.
I'll give you a little bit of flavor. I gotta say, I have not had fast food like this in so long.
I haven't either, dude. Seeing that meal is wild.
That just goes to show you how much progress, like, you genuinely have made in your journey. Because I'm sure, even, what, a year ago? There's no way this was gonna happen.
I think I would have been able to like stick to the plan like I have today.
Okay.
But I would have been complaining more probably.
Like seriously, like man to man, I'm super proud of you, dude. Proud
I
of you.
appreciate that.
Because I know it's certainly not easy.
And you know, that's the most frustrating part, having gotten so far and having more understanding of like nutrition and dieting and calorie deficits than I ever have, but still slipping up and like not being able to be as consistent as I'd like to be. I mean, obviously everybody could always grow in terms of like self-discipline and consistency.
Yep.
I had my first big slip up this past couple months. So, like for the first time I had a weekend where I binged and I didn't allow myself to like quick fix.
Yeah.
I sat in that discomfort and that made the mental part harder, but I know that it was like the right thing to do to like work on like the longevity,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. If there's a little slip up, you course correct. You don't
Yeah.
go to these extreme measures and then fall back into that cycle. And I just have to tell you, this chicken sandwich is awesome.
The chicken sandwiches are legit, dude.
And although the first bites were amazing, I was in for a rude awakening.
Chicken sandwich.
Number one. Once you finish this, though, you'll be like pretty hungry.
Yeah.
No, it's when.
And I don't know if this was encouragement or just him taunting me.
I'm almost done with the Wendy's sandwich.
And even though the nuggets and fries brought me back to my childhood, they were cold now, I was full, and honestly felt disgusted with myself.
It's literally just like chewing on like nothing.
It's all room temperature.
No, not even. It's not room temperature. It's like it came out of the fridge.
All I could think about was this meal had almost 2 times the amount of fat I normally consume in a day, and how much heavier I'd be tomorrow morning.
Dude, you're a madman.
This was just lunch for me. I would grab this, come home, put on another episode of The Office, and just run it.
There was no running going on.
No.
No,
There
no,
was
there was no running going on.
We've obviously gotten closer after spending most of the day together, which made Ethan open up about his past even more.
The negotiations that happen in your head when you're ordering something like this as a fat person are really interesting. Because there's like logistics to like how many items to order, how much of what item. Eventually the shift from like the 3 small chicken sandwiches to the 2 big chicken sandwiches, which ended up, it's less items, but it's probably just as many or more calories.
Like that was like your
Lying
healthy
to yourself.
choice almost.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like you escaped that?
Oh, you gotta get to a point where you realize you're doing it. Anyone who was near my size was definitely doing it.
So you said you had no concept of calories and you didn't care, but you would have negotiations like that with yourself.
Because I could tell,
You know it's
I could
not
tell
healthy.
even when I was eating this that it, like, obviously it's not good for me. I didn't have a sense of like how much sodium it was in it or how many calories were in it, but I could tell that it was not good for me.
I could tell you right now the way I feel. It's not good for me. I'm highly debated. Like, I don't know if I can eat more. Like, I really just want to quit. I don't want to eat these fucking fries, bro.
You're so close, dude.
This right here is like 3 hours on the treadmill.
At least, yeah.
I don't want to eat it. It's getting to the gross part.
I understand.
I'm disgusted.
I am disgusted when I look at it.
I'm going through like the 7 stages of grief right now. 3 fries at a time.
That's like 10 bites.
Yes, 1,000 calories.
And even though my stomach was approaching max capacity, one thing I'm not is a quitter.
My full daily diet at Wendy's, complete.
Not quite. Got one more thing for you before we get out of here.
No. No.
Oh,
No, I'm not
just
getting
kidding.
it.
We're ready for that frosty now. Just a large chocolate.
Medium chocolate. Medium. Make it a medium.
It's got to be a large.
Make it a medium. Please.
The large frosty back when I ordered this meal is about 2 times the size of their large frosty now.
No,
so
you're a liar.
you're basically
You're a liar.
getting a
You are a
medium.
liar. You are a liar.
Guess there's always room for dessert, huh?
Absolutely.
That's why I gave you a dessert, even on bodybuilding prep. We made room for some ice cream. You have a Ninja Cream, 360 milliliters of water. That is your ice. Oh, don't forget, 15 grams of almond butter mixed in for nice richness. And it's
Okay.
no secret what you got me here. It says it on the cup. That sweetness is hitting right now after all that Wendy's.
Better than I expected considering it's water based.
It's literally a protein shake.
Frozen protein shake.
Imagine you're literally eating 1,800 calories every day, but you got that to look forward to at the end of the night.
It's probably a little piece.
That water-based ice cream thing. I'm not sure what he used, but let's see here. We're at 2109, and I'm going to be seeing how he
15
made
grams
it.
of almond butter mixed in for nice richness.
Okay.
And it's no secret what you got me here. It says it on the cup. Guess there's always room for dessert, huh?
Absolutely.
That's why I gave you a dessert, even on bodybuilding prep. We made room for some ice cream. You have a Ninja Cream, 360 milliliters of water.
A Ninja Cream. Give me a second while I actually look this up. Oh wow. 170 bucks. But yeah, I'm going back to 2109. 5. But yeah, I will be adding this to my cart and see when I can actually make it. Because I could actually make some healthy ice cream alternatives and stuff. But yeah. It's like, that actually does look pretty
That to
good.
look forward to at the end of the night.
It's probably a little piece of sanity.
Probably. It's the only thing that was keeping me going, brother.
Throughout this experiment, I realized most of us struggle with food in one way or another, whether it's eating too much or not eating enough. Humans simply weren't meant to have the unlimited food choices we have today. And spending the day with Ethan reminded me that these struggles aren't just abstract. They're real, personal, and can look very different for each of us. But as we finished our last meal, I realized there was still one thing we had left to do.
Weigh-in time. My starting weight, 171.6. My new weight, 178.2.
Wow.
That's almost 7 pounds gained. Ethan's starting weight, 442.2 pounds. Ethan's new weight, 442.2 pounds.
Didn't change a decimal.
But it's not about what you do one day, it's about what you do every day. And
That was 442.4 from 442.2. But
I know
overall,
Ethan
not
is
bad.
well on his way.
Because remember, I'm not special.
I'm just consistent.
Okay. After seeing what I saw, I'm going to be watching a lot more of these to try to help me. I definitely need to still do more meal preps. I need to still investigate on what I actually like and don't like. And with adding the Ninja Cream ice cream maker, I can pretty much make some nice water-based ice cream, so to speak. But yeah, if you like this, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you never miss any of my content. This is McNeil Entertainment signing off.